For fuck's sakes, god fucking damn it, I just realized I wasn't fucking recording. Sorry, guys. I was fucking live this whole time. Alright, whatever. I'm so fucking dumb. Didn't hit the fucking live button. Alright, anyways, how's it going, guys? I was like, no wonder I was fucking responding. I'm fucking not even here. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Alright. So, we got the blue covered. God, I'm so stupid. Alright. Well, we still got the ears and the chin and whatnot to do, so total lost. But how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Didn't realize I fuck. Yeah, whatever. All right, there's some shadows going. Anyway, sorry for the long ass wait. How's everyone doing? Who's still in the chat? It didn't fucking leave. All right, there we go. Now people are watching. Now someone's coming in. Sorry, guys. For some reason I thought I hit the fucking live button. I fucking didn't. Whatever. We have them fucking halfway fucking colored. So we'll do something else for after the stream. We'll draw. Yeah, I'll probably draw something else after this is done. Yeah. All right. This guy? I don't think so. No. Why are all my pens fucking back? All right. A63. Put them in my list. Okay. Actually went live. All right. I think maybe B14 might be good here. And yeah, it should be fine. Gotta be careful which blues I pick here. Oh, actually, no, not actually work. Yeah, because it doesn't have really have a very vibrant sort of main blue to it on this thing. Fucking God. No, I think I'll just use this whole color for him. This one works. Yeah, I like it. Let's come back with some darker shades for other parts of him. Yeah, I like that. I like this blue. I think it works. So for next week, I'm not too sure what I'll be doing because I'm kind of waiting for a certain thing to come about in the mail. Well, two things in the mail I'm waiting on because I'm expecting to get my new desk in the mail on Tuesday. So, although that was just kind of an estimate from the site, I don't think I got tracking from it. So hopefully it shows up. So tomorrow I gotta do a lot of like cleaning up around here, tidy things up before that when that comes here. So it'll be an easy transition. I don't have to be knocking things over. I'm trying to get this desk figured out, you know. I think I'll come back with. Should I come back with a lighter purple color? It might be a really good option here. Hold on, need my reference. I think it should be fine. Yeah, we're going about it right now. Luckily, I'm keeping the background white for this one, so that's an easy fix there. Come back in later with some white out. All right. Okay, I got a few things for the darker shade, and then we'll kind of move on to some other parts of his body here. So we're gonna pull the 26. Yeah. Just gonna be very subtle with this one. All right. I think V24 here might just get hold on. Yeah, V31. Yeah. I don't think I fill them up properly. All right, I think we'll move on to the lighter shades now. Okay. So it'll be 000, kind of work light to dark. So kind of all right. And I just refilled this marker after yesterday, so it's nice and smooth. All right. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to add a bit of a purplish tint to the nose. I saw one image, or one of the references I was using for this guy kind of had a purplish, bluish nose. But I guess it kind of depends on the lighting in the scenes, you know. But I think it'll help it stand out a little bit more from the darker blue here. So. I kind of wish I made the blue a little bit lighter, but I couldn't really do that because this the blue was kind of running out of ink, so I had to kind of just stick with this. But I kind of like this. I like the blue the way it is, so it's all good. All right, it's BG01. Let's see not too much. BG00 might be a better option. All right, so I think that'll do it mostly. Actually, no, I had a few more. Yeah, I'll add another shade. Just for like some of the stuff in smaller areas here. But I just want to kind of keep that simplistic sort of look to it, you know, like the cartoon or the movie was. I kind of like to stay within the parameters of the original art style as much as possible. No, not BO2. I think doubles. Yeah, that's the winner. All right. All right, I think that'll do it for this for the light blue parts of him. So I think we'll do the nose, and then we'll move on to the ears, because they have kind of like a light sort of purplish pink sort of look to them. All right, so I think I'll start with a BV08. Nope. Hold on, just let me reference. Ooh, it's not gonna be. Okay. I don't think you're gonna know me either. All right. Okay, I think we'll. Nope, not you. Okay, I think we're moving along pretty well now. Let's get I think one of these guys might actually help me. All right. All right, so I think that'll do it for the nose. I should probably blend it out just a little bit more, though. Yeah. Hold on, just look at the. Yeah, should be fine. Hey Jacob, how you doing, man? Yeah, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I kind of had a late start because my dumb ass actually thought I was streaming for like a good like 30 plus minutes. So if you catch the replay, you'll see that he's already halfway colored. But we're live now. So that's all that matters. Let's add a little bit of a pinkish purplish into his nose here. So we're almost kind of done here. Kind of just have to do the. So all that's left is kind of like just the ears, and I might just touch up a little bit on the torso here. And yeah, how you doing, man? Don't worry, but next week we won't have the same problem. All right. All right, let's move on to the ears. Kind of a. Let's start from light to dark. The ears here. So I think we'll start with V12. Yeah. So I'm gonna just do some ink work on one of the pieces I'm working on. Oh, nice, man. I'll have to. Am I subscribed to you? I'm not too, I don't think I'm subscribed to you. I'll have to subscribe to you after this stream. Yeah, I thought I was subscribed, but I don't think I am. But yeah, I'll have to check that out when it comes up. All right. So next week we should be able to color up Nani and Stitch, the one I posted on Twitter. I'm not too sure if you've seen it, but that's hoping mostly because I'm waiting for something in the mail because a couple weeks ago I ordered a new blending card, the same kind of paper I'm using here right now, but it ran out a couple days ago, so the paper doesn't come in. That's kind of how I want to kind of structure my draw streams. I kind of want to use the cheaper paper for my inks, then I kind of use the blending card to kind of do the colors, because I find that it's a lot cleaner. Instead of kind of because like here's the original Stitch that I did that the other day. And it's a little bit. I mean, obviously there's a lot of whiteout fixes here and there, but like but the paper tends to get a lot dirtier, it just makes it a lot more cleaner when you transfer it and then just color. You transfer it to another sheet of paper and just color it from there. Just because there's a lot less eraser markings and whatnot. Yeah. I think it's a smarter way to go about things. Plus, I can keep the original inks, and if I make a mistake coloring, I can always go back and redraw it and fix it up. So, which I might do for this one. I might do a second one just to give away or something. Maybe if I can give away or something. Because people really seem to like this one on Twitter. It kind of blew up for a bit when I first posted it. So. Gotcha. I better move you. Still getting used to the new camera setup, but I really like the new webcam I got. It's really does get the job done. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'll have to put the link to it in my description. Actually, I'll put the link to this so that other people, if they want to do like draw streams themselves, they can. Although using your phone should be fine too if you just want. But for me, like the iPhone wasn't like for some reason the apps on my iPhone weren't connecting to my computer, so I had to kind of lay low for a bit, kind of have to take a break because I couldn't really stream without it. So I had to wait until March because I need to wait until tax season until I could afford it. But gotcha. Yeah, I'll check that out after the stream, Jacob. All right, let's get some shadows going. Let's see. I'm not too sure that will work. How about you? Yeah. And the new desk should be here on Tuesday, so I kind of got to clean up the room here a little bit, just tidy up some things for when that comes in, which will make things a lot easier here because it's a really cramped space I'm working with here. This computer's kind of big, yeah, or not? Oh no, the desk is too small for me. Fucking dropping everything. Right. Okay, yeah, I'll just go with this. Yeah, that works. No. So what I do? Oh yeah. So I basically used this paper to kind of do my original inks, which is kind of like from a sketchbook, and then I used a light pad to kind of transfer it to another sheet of paper. So I just kind of trace it over to it because I do not have a printer yet or a scanner that'll work for me yet. But I kind of used to do this a lot in my earlier streams where I kind of did when I used to do watercolor pieces. So I like kind of color or do the inks on like a separate sheet of paper, like Bristol or something like that, and then I'd kind of transfer it onto another sheet of a sheet of watercolor paper, and then I kind of just go from there. Just because mostly because I was like starting out, just first trying out watercolors, so I kind of wanted to make sure I had insurance, for lack of better terms. You know, in case I make a mistake, I can always go back and redraw it, fix it. Makes life easier. We'll add a darker shade to that. And we can just blend it all together with a lighter shade. I think V15 might be better. Gotcha. 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 Yeah. I tried digital work for a while, but I just wasn't really my thing. I was more into the traditional style. All right, I think I'm gonna touch up the blue a little bit on our little buddy here. Kind of do away with these pink ones. Let's put them with the ears. Too much into this area a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, yeah, pen and ink, yeah. All right, I think we're. What the fuck was that? Something outside making noise. What the fuck going on? What the fuck is that? You hear that? What's going on outside? Some kind of ambulance on crack. Oh yeah. I used. Oh, okay, yeah. So I used. So for this stuff, I used Arist Loft paper, just like very cheap, sort of sketch paper. Sketch paper, and I use a bunding card. I'll put. I think I have it in my description. Actually, it should be a link, or not a link, but there should be a list of all my supplies I used in my description. I think I put it there. Yeah. So I put Express blending card in there. So if you want to know which kind of art supplies I kind of use, it's in there. Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck's going on outside now? But it's gone now, I think. For now. I was kind of contemplating whether or not I should do a background for this one. I kind of decided not to. I think I'm just going to keep it white. I think it would just make things a little bit. But I thought about doing the comic book border, but I just felt like, yeah, it just didn't really. I don't think it would have flown. Or I think it would flow with the majority of the. Oh, hey Dominic, how you doing, man? How you doing, man? But yeah, I just didn't really think it would work with the general feel of it, or just because the way it was just the way it's kind of laid out kind of made it difficult to kind of do a background for it. So so sometimes it's just better just do it very simple and just stick to that. I need a drink. But how's it going, Dominic? It's been a while. Well, not been a while because we were just chatting yesterday on Mara's stream. But we're almost done here with the stitch. But I'll probably do some ink work on some other things I'm working on. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I need to get back into my book. It's been a while. Did a little bit of concept drawing and stuff like that this week, but not a whole lot of writing. Just haven't really had the time for it. But since I have tomorrow off, I'll be spending that day doing a lot of. Because I have the basic storyline worked out. It's kind of just the characters themselves I'm trying to work on a bit more. Mostly design wise. Yeah, I don't really claim to be like the best designer necessarily for superhero costumes, so it's kind of a process right now. And using lately the heavy duty cardstock. Yeah, cardstock's really good for art as well. I think I used to use cardstock a little bit. Yeah, I did. It was a while ago. I think I might add another shade of the other color I was using. Which one was that? I think it was. I don't think it was this one. It was B24 I was using. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works better. B24 for the rest. Oh gosh. Stay where you. God, I can't wait till the new desk comes in. Make things a lot less cramped. It's gonna be a lot more space. It's gonna be a lot wider, so I'll be able to hold all my. I'll be able to move around as much as I need to once that thing comes in. My legs won't be fucking blocked by this big ass fucking shelf thing below me. Or not shelf thing. It's kind of like it's kind of a shelf drawer type thing going on. It kind of just makes it very cramped. So, but that will be fixed. Hopefully, it's Tuesday if the estimates from Wayfair are correct on when my new desk is coming in. So if I don't finish, so if I don't get the blending part in time for the Saturday stream, I'll probably end up doing the Megatron and Prime. Actually, what day is it? You know, actually, I might just do that one anyways because I think it's April Fool's Day. Yeah, it's the 2nd, so for next week. So we'll probably just do Megatron versus Prime because it's going to be based on the Shattered Glass universe version of the characters, where it was kind of Transformers' take on a multiverse storyline where the Autobots were depicted as being where all the characters' personalities were all kind of swapped. They were kind of the reverse of what they were or what they traditionally are. Like Optimus Prime was evil, Megatron was good, Starscream was a loyal follower of Megatron. Like he wasn't like deceiving or anything like that. Like he was dead loyal, like Soundwave and whatnot. So yeah, it's a fun concept. It's a fun concept to have. Because Transformers never really delved into the multiverse as much. I mean, they had multiple continuities, but that's about it. They didn't really explore, at least not to my knowledge. They might have done something in the Marvel comics a bit more that I'm just not aware of because we do not have the Marvel comics in trades where I live, so hard to find. But I do want to. I don't know if this is out there or anything like that, but I really do want to get like a trade or something like that, or a collection of all the old Marvel Comics Transformers books. That'd be really cool to own. From a consumer perspective, writing a comic is radically different because you have to be way more specific. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be very specific. It's kind of, which is something I'm probably gonna be having a lot of fun with because I've never written a comic before. I've written things before over the years. I've done my own little writing here and there, like little skits or whatever, but I think I have. Well, I don't want to toot my horn, but I think but I kind of know my way around a superhero storyline. Just never really had the means to do so for a long time. But it'll definitely be a big process. I'm not gonna pretend it's gonna be easy. Obviously, I ask people around. Yeah, I have a few close friends here. Ask for advice on if I so need it. So I'm not just like looking up like art and stuff like that. I'm actually looking up because I've been watching a lot of videos on writing and whatnot, and for like comic book stuff and linear art and whatnot. It's definitely a process. So, but it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun to figure out. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think this one's pretty much done. Just got to do a little touch-ups here and there, fix up the border around him because he kind of got a little splatter on him or on the white areas, which was not supposed to happen. But that's why we have whiteouts. And I just want to fix up this area on the ear real quick. Oh, nice. Jake, I didn't know you were doing a comic book. But like, I have the only problem I'm having really is because the problem with my book, or at least the initial sort of storyline I'm kind of developing, it kind of takes place over the course of a few, like certain events, like some very key events are kind of all over the place, like chronologically. So it's kind of a difficult thing to kind of navigate and see like what elements should I show in the like origin book, or should I do an origin book, or should I do like a couple like short comics, like mini comics to kind of flesh out the world before we do the big team up between the heroes and stuff like that I'm kind of developing here. It's kind of a process, but yeah, it should be fine. Hopefully. But all right, that kind of fixes up the deer a little bit more. I found pretty much good resources online. Yeah. I found a format that was relatable. Yeah, I'm kind of just like reading and looking up sort of the things that I kind of it's some of the books I kind of enjoy the most. Like I kind of looked at my favorite comic books and kind of been like, seeing what they did right and what they did wrong or whatever. Yeah. I've also kind of just been rewatching a lot of old stuff, and I've kind of been a big part of my life growing up, because I think that I'm trying to just kind of get into that inner child in me, kind of that spirit, because I kind of want this book to be kind of not just for, it's gonna be kind of like I want it to be a book for everyone. I think that's the key I'm trying to do. I want to make sure that adults can enjoy it as much as children, because it's supposed to be superheroes. I think it's what superheroes should be more like, be more aligned to, while also being having adult themes and whatnot. Not adult themes, but mature themes. Like having a sense of maturity to them. Something like the Incredibles, for instance, like a very that was definitely a movie for kids, but also it had themes for adults as well, for adults to enjoy and to pick up on, because like a lot of kids, because there's a lot of things like for example, The Incredibles, like there's a lot of things that kind of went over my head when I was younger that I kind of noticed more recently, and rewatching it and stuff. So, but yeah, I just kind of been watching a lot of shows and a lot of movies that kind of spoke to me, kind of connect with myself. What because I think that I'm kind of taking a Stan Lee sort of advice on, when if you're like it's where he kind of said that he kind of focused on pleasing himself first and foremost, and because it's like he rationalized by saying it's like I can't write for a certain demographic necessarily, I can only, because I don't know what other people think, it's like, and it's like you think you know what other people think, but you don't truly know what other people will like. So it's like, but yourself, and if you know yourself very well, then and you know, you have to assume that there's other people who would like the same things you would like, because we're not all that different from each other. I don't think most people, you know, have the same sort of interests, you know, here and there, you know, obviously, you know, so if it appeals to me, it must appeal to someone else, you know. So that's what I've been kind of doing, just been rewatching and some of the older stuff that I've watched over the years, growing up and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're done here for the coloring. I just need to do some touch-ups here. I don't like you. I'll use you instead. Some fresh screen. Nice. Let's just fix up the highlight in its eye. There we go. It's a little better. I have to round it off a little bit afterwards. But... Okay, I think that kind of this guy. I think we're ready to sign off for this guy. All right. So just need to decide which color I want to use for it. Oh, use blue. Sign it. And it's by Princess of Mars book series. Nice, nice. All right, so we'll just put it here. All right, so there's a stitch all colored up. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be right back. I just need to go to the bathroom real quick, and we'll probably go for another hour or so. Could probably do some inking and whatnot. So I'll just play a clip for you guys to watch, and I will be right back in just about 5 minutes. Let's see. No, we'll play this guy.
Other questions?
Your Honor, can I say something?
You may.
You know, those people, ones that put down people like...
Teabagged.
I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade, it's an act. It's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any
camping
piece of shit that I
teabagged
did it because I liked
Order.
it. Hell, I loved it. I'm sitting here, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people can call me
the Teabag King, the Big Dick Teabag King.
Here I am. You want it?
Remove the witness.
I am the Teabag King.
I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. And anybody who came here today, hear me whine, hear me beg, please just kiss my ass. You hear me? I'm guilty. I plead, Judge. I'm guilty. You hear me? I'm guilty.
I'll I'll teabag every one of them, I'll teabag every single one.
Alright, I'm back. So let's clear off my desk real quick, and I will pull up my. Actually, I think I'll do a little bit of boxing here. Just a minute, so I can transfer the piece I'm working on. So I'll just put a stitch away here, and then I'll pull out the Megatron versus Prime that I started a couple days ago. And I got the inks done for it. I just need to do some transferring because it's a little bit messy. And there's a lot of areas I need to fix up. So, yeah, there's Stitch. And here is the Megatron versus Prime. Now, this is obviously based on the Shattered Glass version, which I talked about earlier. So yeah. Just have to peel this guy off the board here. And I'll kind of show off the how I do my transferring. Just a minute. Yeah, here it is. Shit. Thanks, Donna. So let's remove this. New sheet of Bristol. So I guess we can go for another hour at this, since I kind of need to make up for kind of starting the stream late on accident. So, there we go. Oh, this gets a different sheet. This one has a dent in it. That's a little better. All right. All right, so this is the light pad I use for my transferring, and so I basically will be transferring Prime and Megatron, so I can do colors and make sure it's nice and clean. Sometimes you can kind of see some pencil lines here that need to be removed, and it can kind of make the coloring a lot messier than it should be. So I have a few clips here. All right, we'll have to just tape them, so I don't feel like. Thanks, Jacob. All right, so let's do quick. Oh, it's a little. There. All right. And so I want to actually move this one down a little bit, kind of on the new sheet, because I kind of want to show off a little more of the cannons here and just kind of bring this down and center it a bit more, just to make it look a little bit better. What are you doing? All right. So I'll turn this guy off, and then that way, and need this guy. Need a lead for the pencil. All right. So I'll kind of position it like not too much. Don't want it too far. Just want it a little. All right, that should be good. Right about there. I've always liked the blocky look. Yeah, I always prefer drawing the more classic G1 look for Transformers. Hold on. Okay, that's good. I should probably do this instead. That way I don't wreck the paper by accident. Not to have a, I think it might have saw. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter yet, Jacob, but I actually posted a Grimlock piece I'm actually starting. So I'll show off that once I'm done here. I think we'll just do penciling for this one right here, and then we'll kind of call it a wrap after that. Ooh. All right. Perfect. Oh shit! Fucking tape. Fucking. All right, so we'll move this guy. What are you doing? All right. There we go. And hit the button. That's the only thing I don't like about this one. It's kind of a yes there. But I'm thinking of getting actually have my eyes on a bigger one for when I do, because this guy is a little too small for doing like comic book stuff. So I'm kind of setting up for a one that's going to support a 11 by 17 paper. So right here, this kind of makes it easier to sort of transfer things when it's just so I'm just kind of tracing it now. Oh, yeah. It's so annoying when the button's like right next to your fucking hand. All right, let's get this can down. Won't worry too much about the little details here, and I just want the basic shapes going. But yeah, like the Michael Bay designs kind of went a bit more sleeker and a bit more involved, for lack of better terms, because which I always kind of didn't really like, because I like the more blockier. They just look more powerful, you know. Blockier looks made them look a little bit more powerful to me. All right. Might do more. I'm thinking of doing a sound wave based on the shattered glass version. Or Starscream would be cool too. Oh, you're not missing much in terms of the movies, because they don't exactly portray the universe in a very kindly manner. It's not really like you won't get a very good understanding of the Transformers lore from the Michael Bay films. I'll just say that right now. I'd much rather. I kind of recommend. I can recommend some other forms of media though that have done the Transformers lore a lot more service, better service, than the films ever will. You know, because the films. Well, I mean, Bumblebee. I like Bumblebee. I like the Bumblebee movie, but I didn't really like the. But that's because it wasn't directed by Michael Bay. So. Yeah. Okay, you did see it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love Grimlock. He's so fucking cool. Grimlock's like the coolest Autobot. Or one of the coolest Autobots. He's a robot, he's a dinosaur, and he's a rebel. It's like, fuck yeah. It's like, can't get much cooler than that. And I kind of have him stomping around on Sharkticons and stuff. And that what I'm working on. And so this version of Optimus Prime, he kind of has like it's kind of the red is usually purple on him, and then the black and the blue is kind of like a darkish, or no, I think the helmet is black, but the legs and stuff are like a very dark blue. So, and then Megatron's he kind of has a similar body type to his Galvatron, G1 Galvatron a little bit in like the chest area. But he's like all white and blue and black and whatnot. So. Which I kind of have to fix the chest a little bit. It's kind of at a weird angle. Hi, Riot. How you doing? Yeah. God, that one was so fucking bad. The second one. It's so many things wrong in that movie. But yeah, we just finished doing the stitch, which I'll show off because I think it just dropped in. Hold on. Where you at, Stitch? But here's Stitch. Oh, I'll get the light on so you can see. It's all colored up. No. So. There we go. But since I kind of started the stream a little bit late, because I kind of booted it earlier, because I did the thing where I thought I was streaming, and for like 30, 40 minutes. And so I got like halfway done the piece. I was like, oh shit. I just realized it wasn't fucking filming. So to make up for it, I'm just going to do it a little bit more. So I'm just working on this guy to make up for that a little bit. All right. Just kind of working on the bigger chunks right now of the forms here. All right. Oh, that's supposed to be part of the cannon. Just realized. All right. So it's kind of looking at different references for the Shattered Glass Megatron. So I was looking at the newer toy that came out, and I was kind of looking at the comic book design. So I kind of was taking both into consideration. So, but the problem with the design was that it kind of, for his shoulders, like there, that's where it's, these supposed to have these like big, like giant cannons on them. But it was kind of, but I kind of drew this pose before I realized that. So I kind of have to like, okay, let's just put the cannons on his back here, and we'll kind of just work around that. Because I didn't want to have to fix these, like fit them into the shoulders here, because it would kind of cover up his face here, and you don't want to do that. You know? All right. And we'll work on that when we get to it. Yeah, I mean, the first movie was kind of okay. There's some moments there that were good, but ultimately they kind of just got a lot of things wrong, especially going forward with the series. Oh my God, I keep hitting the button. But I've been doing a lot of Megatron versus Prime drawings now, lately. Because I did the last year I did the Megatron Prime Yin and Yang symbol, which you can see in the intros to my videos. And then I did the Prime versus Megatron a couple of months ago. It was in January, I think. Yeah, that was January. Yeah, it was January. So that was the first year I did after December. And then I did, and so now I'm doing it again. But I'm doing a different version of the characters, so hopefully it makes things a little bit more interesting for you. We'll do more characters, though. We'll do more Transformers characters in the future. Yeah, I actually like the Bumblebee movie. It was not necessarily the franchise fixer, I wouldn't say, but it definitely was a step in the right direction. However, I'm not too sure this next film is going to be going in the right direction necessarily, because it's kind of doing some things that are very questionable for Transformers lore, because they're kind of going to be mixing in kind of the Beast Wars era stuff with the G1 era Transformers lore, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. I kind of would have preferred a more G1 movie, and then like, because I think that kind of does disservice to the Beast Wars stuff too. Because even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Beast Wars, just conceptually wasn't my thing, but it's the kind of does this disservice to some of the fans, you know, because the Beast Wars has a very big following. Like that's where a lot of the fans kind of got their start with Transformers to begin with. You know, it was Beast Wars. And so I think that if you just do, and so they're going to be kind of just a cameo almost in this next movie if they, with the sounds of it. We're not really a cameo, but they're not going to have as big of a role, not going to be able to shine as much as they would if they had their own, like their own movie, you know, and vice versa for the G1 characters, you know. So that's my whole. And there's a lot of, and there's supposed to be a lot in this movie too. Like they're supposed to have the Terracons in it, which aren't really going to be Terracons, which kind of annoys me. They're supposed to have Maximals in it, I think. I heard. I'm just going by rumors that I've heard. But well, some announcements that they kind of made a couple, I think a month ago, or not a month ago, but about a half a year ago. Can't remember when these things happen. All right, this face is looking weird. It was okay. It wasn't a bad movie. The Bumblebee movie wasn't bad. It was just not the franchise fixer, is what I'm saying. It definitely had the right sort of tone for a Transformers story, because I think the movies got a little bit too dark, and a little too. Because I think that Transformers should be fun. I think that Transformers should be fun. There obviously can be dark storylines, obviously, but I think that they kind of missed the point of the franchise a little bit near the end of it. Because they just didn't really have a whole lot of heart and soul in those movies, They're all kind of very cynical in a way, if that makes sense. At least that's kind of like what I got from them. It's kind of be very cynical movies. Not exactly what Transformers should be, even though there should be dark moments, just not, it should be like Man of Steel dark, It's not really Transformers. Yeah, like the fucking second movie, there's like 2 or 3 fucking humping jokes in that whole movie. I was like, fucking get out of here. I don't need this. It's like, it's so stupid too at the end. It was like near the end of the movie. You have Wheelie or whatever humping Megan Fox's leg. And it's just like, it's like, why the hell? It's like Transformers don't have sexualities. Like, they're not really sexual. Like, so it's like they wouldn't. And even if they probably wouldn't find humans fucking attractive because they're robots. They're the race. So how does that fucking work? It's like, it makes no fucking sense. Now, there have been a romantic relationship in Transformers lore, but not in the sense that it wasn't really a sexual relationship, because Transformers do not reproduce because they're built and created, but they do form bonds and relationships. That's kind of what. But it kind of implied in the movie that they do reproduce, which is fucking stupid. So yeah, it was like, that movie was just so fucking dumb. It's just, fuck's sakes. And they got Devastator wrong. They got Soundwave wrong. They got all these characters wrong in that movie. They got Megatron wrong. 100 like Megatron got fucking anal fucked writing wise and throughout the entire fucking series. Like he was not the character from the lore at all. Because they always ended up making him sort of the subordinate for another villain, in which, if you know anything about the character, is not anything he would ever be okay with. Like Megatron's all about it being in control of everything, and so he would never be play second fiddle to another villain at any point in his life, unless he was like mind control, which did happen in I think the fifth movie, but like the other movies, he's kind of just like playing second fiddle to other villains. It's just like, nope, this is the main character of the franchise. This is like Joker became like the henchman to like the Riddler or something in the next Batman movie or whatever. Like it's that bad. Yeah, you need like. There used to be a time when we used to have like I think the show that really got Transformers right, I think, at least tonally, was like the Transformers Prime cartoon and the Transformers animated cartoon and the Fall of Cybertron video games. I think those are the really like where the franchise kind of is at its best. You know, kind of shows where because it wasn't too because those shows could have dark and serious moments, but they didn't like drown you in it. That's the thing. All right, I'll have to fix up this chest afterwards. It's a little crooked. It's a little weirdly shaped here. It's kind of hard to because it's kind of at a weird angle. It's kind of being covered up by the axe, so it's kind of hard to navigate here. Might need to use a perspective. No, I'm not going to use a perspective grid here, but yeah, I don't need that. All right. And new Megatron's wing. One of the new comic books they made at Pink Fan Mail. I said them. Oh, I haven't been keeping up with any of the new stuff. I've been a little bit checked out here. They did some weird stuff though. It turned RC into a trans character, like where I think she was like originally a male transformer, but then they had her her male robot parts swapped with female robot parts. I have no idea what they're fucking thinking. It was a weird ass storyline. Like I was just like, no. It's like they didn't even get her character right in that series to begin with. Like they made her. It's not the character anymore. It's just like there's some good things in IDW, but the way they handled some characters was not. There's like certain characters and stuff like that, and certain elements of the story that they just got completely wrong. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And they did kind of start to push a lot of the identity politics stuff a little bit later on in the IDW books. All right. Just need to kind of just center things a bit here. Just so they're not like, it felt like it was a little bit crooked there. So, but I think that'll do it for the pencils. Just need to check to make sure I got everything. I didn't get everything. It should be fine. Yeah, they had some like weird, really weird ideas for some of the characters and stuff like that, and idea review. Although they started out pretty well. I remember at least some of the earlier ones, like All Hail Megatron was good. Like Megatron Origins was a really good book. I actually have that one. Ooh. But okay. Ew. Yeah, I have not been paying attention to the newer books. I'm just like, I don't think I need to. Like, if you want a really faithful adaptation of the Transformers lore, if you can find it, the old. Well, I mean, if you can't play the games, because I think that you can't really buy them on the store anymore, but you should be able to. But if you can find a hard copy or just watch the clips of the cutscenes online as a movie or whatever, like, the Fall of Cybertron War for Cybertron games are just perfect. Like, that's like the perfect, like, not perfect, but yeah, it's like, if you want a series that game that really honored the lore and the source material of Transformers, like, that's the place to go, honestly. I'll have to fix this guy up. But yeah, I have a lot of apprehensions about the new movie coming out, The Rise of the Beast, I think it's called. Which I think they announced that only 5 Autobots were going to be in it, but at the end of the movie, a Bumblebee movie, they kind of show that there was more Autobots that were supposed to arrive on Earth after Bumblebee and Prime did in that movie. And in the Cybertron sequence, we saw multiple other Autobots. We saw, Cliffjumper. Well, spoiler alert, he doesn't really, he doesn't really make it. Let's just say that he doesn't make it to Earth. But like, you had Ironhide, you had Ratchet, you had, I think RC was in there. I think Brawn was there, Wheeljack, and they were kind of like in the background of the scene. So, but it seems like they're only going to have Bumblebee, Prime, RC, Wheeljack, and Mirage in the movie. So it's like that. Which, I mean, I like Mirage, don't get me wrong, and RC and all them, but I was just like, I want to see my boys. My boys Ironhide, Ratchet, Jazz, Proud. I was kind of disappointed that they killed off a Cliffjumper and Blitzwing in the very beginning of the movie. I was like, because like Blitzwing was like one of the cooler characters. He was kind of, I think, he was the first triple changer character in the series, in the original cartoon, alongside Astro Train. He kind of got killed off at the very beginning of the film. I was like, could you make that someone else? And this is why I'd probably be the worst to do a Transformers movie, because I'd just be like, I don't want to kill my favorite characters. So I'll have a bunch of nameless characters in the background that you kill off. It's like, you can kill them, but we're not killing off my boys unless it's going to be a meaningful type of storyline there. Or if it's going to have a purpose or whatever. That's what I kind of felt like was wrong with the Netflix series that they kind of did, where it's like it's kind of a lot of shock value moments where they just kill off a bunch of characters in some scenes here and there. It's like not really into that. I don't really like when they just kill characters off for no reason sometimes. So you can create stakes without doing that. But, you know. All right. I think that's about it for transferring it. That should be good enough. So we have the original. Now we have the one that's going to be colored up. So I think I'll just tidy up the pencils a little bit. It's like 451. So. Oh gosh. Come off, asshole. There we go. All right. So for next weekend, I will probably be doing this guy because it's kind of April Fool's, and it kind of makes sense because it's like kind of a, not really, it kind of goes along with the themes of April Fool's. It's like, oh, you think God wants to be good? Not today. All right, just need to get this guy off. That's what she said. All right. Okay. Where's my eraser? And I kind of just come back in with the edible eraser to kind of just clean up some of the line work here. Just to make my inking job a lot easier. Brothers, yeah. Ooh, I think it's a little small there. Fix that though later. But there is kind of a team in the Transformers that you can kind of do that with, kind of a Suicide Squad type of movie. That'd be the Wreckers. That'd be kind of a that'd be kind of a cool movie to do because the Wreckers were basically the Black Ops subdivision of the Autobots during the war and stuff like that, where they were kind of the ones that kind of did the missions that no one else wanted to do because they were most of the time you ended up nobody like returned from them. You know, sometimes they wouldn't come back from those missions. And I think they had the Wreckers in the Bayverse, but they didn't really do much with them. They were kind of just like, I think they were just like building the Ark, or not the Ark, but one of those ships that the rocket that sends them to away at the one point in the movie. But they don't really do a whole lot with them in the movie. I think they only had like 2 actual like legit members from the original Wreckers. They had Roadbuster and I think they had Topspin who were original members, but not like the other guy. I can't remember the other guy's name that they had in the movie. Well, it didn't have like Impactor, didn't have Springer or Cup or any of these other members of the team. Which I think if you were to do a Wreckers movie, I think that Springer would probably have to be the main character. Of that team there. But yeah, there's like so much like to Transformers lore that just have not like touched upon in the movies. There's so many different eras that you can actually explore that haven't really been touched on as much. I should probably turn that on. All right. I think she is. Not too sure. But she said she was today, but they might have rescheduled again. But a Shattered Glass movie actually would be kind of cool, or a series or animated film. I don't know why the Transformers didn't actually go ahead and do like some of these like what DC did and make like a bunch of these like direct to DVD movies based on some of the comics they were doing. But honestly, at this point in time in our history, these different properties and franchises, you know, it's kind of for the best that they don't that Hollywood doesn't touch them because they usually end up fucking them over. There we go. We got Prime's face going now. Oh, all right. All right. So I don't think they've scheduled the stream yet. So I don't know. But I think she said she was streaming last night. I can't remember. Eraser. There we go. Mr. Brand Alliance is about to start stream. Okay, yeah, no problem, man. I'll probably be wrapping up here anyways really quickly, so just a minute here. I'll finish up Megatron's head here, or at least the basic shape of it, and then we'll call it a wrap. We're going for a while now. It's like 5 o'clock. I think I'm gonna switch to the 3 o'clock start time. I think it's a better place to do this, or a better time to do this. All right. Go to the mouth really quick. All right, so that's gonna do it for today. I just finished up. Just going to do the heads for now. I'll obviously go back and finish these guys over the weekend. Yeah, I might record that actually because it's a lot easier to film my pencils and inks with this new camera setup. So, but let's pull out Stitch again so we can wrap this video up. So here's our little buddy, and so yeah, next weekend we'll be coloring these two. Then hopefully, if I get the hopefully if I get the paper in time this week, I will be able to do. Hold on, my stuff. Where am I? All right. Well, next week, the week after, we'll be doing. Hopefully, if the paper comes in, I will be doing Nani from Lilo and Stitch, and she's kind of holding Stitch in her arms. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'll just show it instead of just telling you about it. Where did I put? Oh wait. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Wrong book here. But I'll show you guys a clear mock. I did a little bit of progress on them to put her in the other book. There she is. Yeah, I have like four different sketchbooks today. But here's Grimlock, looking all badass. Got some Sharkticons chasing after him and stuff. So, so for the week, so the stream after this one, I'll be doing these two. Hopefully, if the London card comes in time. So. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. And I will catch you guys later. Let's find a clip to end us off on. Oh, wait, we have an outro now. I'm done. All right. So thanks for dropping by, everybody, and I will see you guys next Tuesday with Shattered Glass, Megatron, and Optimus Prime.
The Transformers will return after these messages.